Hey y'all, what it do? Back at you again with your fave mommy blogger and this thing. So today's video, we are actually on the go in the new car, which when we move, you guys will get a new car tour and a new apartment tour and all that great stuff. So never fear if you feel like you've been left out of something. You haven't. This is our 4th video on the channel. Today it is just going to be me once again. If it's a little shaky, it's because you're connected to my window and I'm driving because I'm actually working right now. So also, if I'm not looking at the camera, that's why, because I'm working. Please don't copyright me, YouTube, by the way, because y'all be sneaky trying to copyright folks for having stuff on. Also, I do not have on a full face of makeup. I only have my eyebrows something slight done to them, some mascara and some clear lip gloss. So that's the makeup routine for the day. All right, okay. So today's video is basically we are featuring the baby today. Featuring baby girl. All right, come back to mommy. So we are going to discuss, it is a story time. So we're going to talk about when I met Bae. And then one of these days, I'll have him on the channel. Maybe, hopefully. Let's pray for the best, because he's real, like, not all for the being in front of the camera type of person, which is fine with me. Whatever works best for you, right? So anyways, before we jump into the video, let's go ahead and feel free to subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Comment, what we're gonna comment today. Let's see, comment, give me some song ideas. Yeah, give me some new songs to go ahead and, you know, add to the list. I'm open to all genres. I listen to all genres except for like emo, punk rock. I don't listen to that, not for any specific reason, but I just can't, it's too loud. So sorry, excuse my faces. Yeah, like the video, comment down below your favorite song and the artist, and which is by whether it's an at the moment song or a song from before. And also, if I didn't say subscribe, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and jump right in. So, basically, it's story time on how I met Bae. And the gist of mine and his relationship has basically been like, remember that you're friends first. Just to get that out the way, like, we've always been friends to each other before we've been in a relationship to each other. Like, I can go to him as a friend and tell him something that, like, I not necessarily that I wouldn't want to tell my significant other, but just that, like, I can confide in him as if he's my best friend, because he is. So there's that. Next, all right, so our official anniversary date is August the 20th. We met in 2016. I had just previously came out of a relationship that was not really healthy, that really wasn't the best for me to be in. And that'll be another story time for another day. But yeah, so had just recently gotten out of a relationship, and I wasn't really looking for a relationship. I was really just looking for a friend, and that's why I said he was a friend before he was anything else, because I fully did confide in him as my friend. With that being said, I was at a different friend's house, one of my girlfriend's house, and she had left to go to this baby shower, but I just wasn't, that was just a rough time for me, and a baby shower just was the last thing that was on my mind. I knew my mindset wasn't right to be able to go. I didn't want to bring that type of spirit to that type of function. So I stayed at her house while she was gone, but then I had gotten hungry and she hadn't gone grocery shopping yet. So like, here I am, hungry, no food, and needed somebody to call on, basically. Well, I had called one of my old friends, my brother, basically, from high school, and I was like, hey, what are you doing? And he really was like, I'm not doing nothing, running around, what's up, what's wrong with me? And I was like, I was trying to see if you can bring something to eat. Well, T was in the car. Well, my brother was in the car with T. And my brother was like, no, I'm not about to bring you no food, you know, like, you'll be okay, whatever. You know, and T was just like, where you at? You know, I could come pull up on you. We gonna get you something to eat, whatever, whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm right here. I'm on this street behind this place, blase, blase. And he was like, oh, word? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I'll be there in less than 5 minutes because I'm just right up the street at my parents' house. Like, his parents literally stay like that, like in a Z from where my homegirl stays. So he pulled up, he came over, there's a lady staring at me. I hate when people stare at me, especially when I'm like filming or recording or something. But yeah, so look, my eyebrows aren't even, and they're not. That's the crazy thing. So he pulled up, he had Burger King, but like, I've never been a like real big fan of Burger King, but he pulled up with Burger King, and he was like, you know, come hop in, you know, we'll ride down to my house, I'll make sure you get something to eat. And you know, my brother was with him, so I was like, well, my brother with him, then he's not gonna let me get into no dumb position or predicament that I can't get myself out of, it that's gonna be harmful or potentially dangerous for me. So I knew that already off bat. So I was like, okay. So I grabbed my stuff, I hopped in the car, and from there we went to his place. Wait, we went straight to his place, which was about 15 or 20 minutes up the road. So I got to his place, and he had this big, it was a double Whopper with bacon and cheese on it, and a fry and a drink. And he was like, all right, well, you can have half of my sandwich. And I was like, are you sure? Because, you know, I don't want to be a bother or nothing like that. And he was like, no, it's fine, go ahead, you know, you can eat the sandwich. So essentially at this point we had already met. He had told me his name, but like, I'm horrible with names, so like, I don't ever remember nothing ever. Like, I don't be remembering folks' names. Like, it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to actually learn what his name was. Like, I just called him Babe. Like, I called all my male friends Babe, but I called him Babe for like the first 2 or 3 weeks of knowing him. And so like I said, we had went back to his house, and he was planning on having a little kickback. If you're unfamiliar with what a kickback is, you know, like in layman's terms or whatever, it's basically essentially just a house party, but without like all the extra stuff, I guess, so to speak. So they were having a kickback, and he was like, you're welcome to stay, blah, blah, blah. Well, I had went over there, and I had on some shorts and this long cardigan, like duster cardigan, and I don't know if it was a tank top or a t-shirt. I actually can't remember what I had on exactly. And I know I had on some sneakers, some kicks. So we were out there, and we had went to the pool. And you know, by this point, like, we had already taken a few shots, like, you know, we was feeling good. It was just me, him, and my brother at this point. Like, that's it. It was just me, him, and my brother. So we go to the pool or whatever. Now mind you, it's the August September time here is like real iffy. Like you never know if you're actually going to get like warm weather that night or cold weather that night. So it actually ended up getting kind of cool that night. But like I said, I had on shorts, and so I was cold, and I had just asked him, I was like, hey, do you happen to have, mind you, by this point, like all of our friends are out there, we've been out there drinking, like everybody feeling good at this point, you know, like we by the pool, we zone, we listening to music, like it's a banger at this point, you feel me? I was like, so do you have some sweats that I could put on because I'm a little cold? And he was like, yeah, it's no problem. Now, at the time, I was actually still staying with the guy who I was in a relationship with. I was still staying with him because I wasn't working, so I didn't have the money to be able to go out and just move on to my own, like nothing like that. Like I wasn't actually stable. So he walks me back to his apartment and he was like, here goes some sweats, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, he was just kind of like asking me about my relationship, all kinds of stuff like that. And, you know, I was just talking to him. Like, I didn't mind talking to him about it because it wasn't like I was trying to fully leave this relationship. And I like having advice from people who are intelligible, and he is very intelligible. So basically, we was just chilling around. We walked back to the apartment. He gave us some sweats. I put on his sweats. We walking back, and then I got a call maybe 10 minutes after we got back. And he was like, where the guy who I was with, it was just basically he was yelling, fussing, being the same person that he was at the time in life. And sorry, it's dirty. Anyways, yeah, so he was just being the person that he was at that point in life, because he has grown out of that whole situation. Anyways, so yeah, I was just telling him about it. He was giving me some advice, and then I got a call from said person, and said person was oh well, you need to come back to the house, da 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 da, blah, blah. I'm drunk, I need you here, basically, type of stuff like that. And I was just like, man, all right, because I was trying to fight with him, because like I said, it's a whole nother story time. Anyway, so T took me back to the apartment. It was actually T and my brother both when we went back to the apartment, and it was like 11 or 11:30 or whatever. And he was like, if you need me, like, because he heard the whole situation go down, and he was like, if you need me, just feel free to call me, you know, like I will come and get you if you need me to come and get you. And I was like, you know, it's really not that serious, blah blah blah, just trying to downplay it, whatever. So essentially he was just like, well, yeah, like I said, if you need me, call me, type of situation. And then he went and, no, I had to call my homegirl to come and get me from 20 minutes away to take me back basically by where she lives. And dude was like, you got so much time to get here. And he was like, I'm locking you out. If you're not here, then you're gonna be sleeping outside, and whoever you with can keep you. And I mean, it was a whole situation. I'm telling you, like, the relationship I was in before him, like, the relationship was rough. But yeah, so then I had ended up leaving my shorts at T house, and I had on his sweats when I went to dude house. And so he was like, so you just gonna come up in here with some other man clothes on, da 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 da. And I was like, it's cold outside. Well, that's your fault. You should have been out there naked. Like, it was a whole situation. And I was like texting T the whole night, or texting T, and then when everybody left, he went and got in bed. Like, he called me, but like the dude at the time, like, he was asleep already, and I was just awake. Like, I didn't want to go to sleep. And so T called me. Me and T basically fell asleep on the phone. We woke up on the phone together. And then, like, when I woke up, dude was just like sitting there staring at me, and I told T, I'm gonna call you back. And he was like, okay. So T was already at work by this time. So the dude I was with basically just made a big deal out of nothing, and I text T and I was like, I just need you to come get me because I just can't handle being here. And he was like, can you handle it for a couple of more hours? And then I was like, yeah. And so he was like, I'll bring you your clothes back and everything. And so he did come bring my clothes back. And after he got off of work, he came and got me. And then from there, that was just kind of like the beginning of the relationship, friendship type deal. It was pretty great. Like, he's a great person altogether. I guess I can attach I'll get into more detail, and I'll make this a different part, like a series, so to speak. So this would be part 1. But yeah, so that's how we met. That was what we did the first night we were together. I ate his food, I helped him get dressed, we drank some. Like, it was pretty great. I had a great night. Aside all the drama, I had a great night. I really enjoyed myself, and I just really like kicked off a budding friendship that like it's still there to this day. So yeah, but thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I hope you can tune into next week's video, which I'm not sure if it'll be the part 2 or if it'll be a whole different video. I'm not too sure yet. I know there's a couple videos. There's like one video I believe that I have my list right here that I for sure have to catch up on. Let me see. It's in here. I know it's in here. Yeah, there's one video that I do have to actually catch up on, which is the newborn necessities video. So be on the lookout for that. That may be next week. If it's not, it'll be a video later on. Anyways, part 2 will be coming soon. Like I said in the beginning of the video, feel free to like my video, subscribe to my channel. We do uploads every Friday. Comment down below your favorite your favorite song and artist. And yeah, holla at y'all later.